Today, we're going to talk about 6 key things to remember about Roth IRA accounts and why they're so critical to your investment strategy when you look at retirement. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? My name is Maoli Voti with financiallypresent.com, and today we're talking about Roth IRA accounts and the 6 key things that you need to remember when it comes to these accounts, because it really seems like a buzzword right now. Roth IRA this and Roth IRA that. What is it all about? We're going to break that down in this video. Roth IRA accounts are one of the best accounts around because it allows you to deposit money into the account now, and when you're of retirement age, you can withdraw that money out and any of the gains tax-free. You can do that as long as you follow all of the rules. And the rules are simple if you can remember these 6 things. Number 1, earned income. You have to have earned income to make contributions, okay? If you are a teenager even and you made $2,000 mowing the neighbor's lawns throughout the year, if you can have that documented, and if you file taxes or your parents file taxes, you would be able to make an actual contribution to a Roth IRA account. And you would only be limited to what you make, though, because you're making less than $6,000. Okay, the actual contribution limits for a Roth IRA are $6,000 if you're under 50 or $7,000 if you're over 50. You can do that in every calendar year. And in fact, for example, if you were contributing for the 2021 tax year, you have all of January to December 2021, and then up until the tax deadline of that tax year. So you can even contribute up till April 18th, 2022. There are no extensions past that, though. So if you're going to make a contribution for the 2021 year, you would have had to make it up until that tax deadline. But as long as you have earned income and can prove it to the IRS, you can make a contribution. You just can't put in more than you've made if it's under $6,000. All right. Number 2, it does get a little bit different if your income is high. So if you make too much, then Uncle Sam or the IRS decides, hey, we still need to make some money off of you. So you can't just directly put into a Roth IRA. You have to do what we call a conversion by putting a contribution directly into a traditional IRA and then filling out a conversion form at your broker and telling them that you want to put into your Roth IRA account. And that conversion account allows the IRS to tax that amount, okay? Because there is a cap on who can contribute to a Roth IRA account. So if you make too much, you have to do a conversion, or what some people call a backdoor Roth IRA. But it's really just a contribution to a traditional IRA. You fill out a conversion form and then it's put into your Roth IRA account. Number 3, you can't deduct your Roth IRA contributions. That's okay, technically, because the benefit is in the future. The idea is that you're paying taxes on this as income right now, because when you take the money out at retirement age, it's going to be tax-free. So you are delaying gratification. You're not going to get a deduction. It's not going to reduce your taxable income for this year if you make a Roth IRA contribution, but it's because in the future, or for your older version of yourself, they will take it out tax-free, assuming you follow all the rules. Number 4, no required minimum distribution, not like traditional IRAs. With Roth IRAs, the IRS is not going to come in and say, hey, you're 70 and a half now. We need you to start taking some money out so that we can get some tax revenue. They're not going to do that with a Roth IRA, considering the rules of today. But they are not going to tell you, hey, we need to tax it right now, all of a sudden. Or they're not going to force you to start taking the money out. If it's in there, it's in there. Now, before I go on to the last 2 tips, I just want you to take a moment, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the page, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any critical videos from Financially Present. Number 5, you can take out your contributions at any time. Yes, you can literally take out your money at any time when it comes to a Roth IRA, but that's your contributions only, okay? So that's even if you're under a specific age. Your contributions, remember, you've already paid taxes on them. So if you are taking that out or need to make a distribution, you're not going to be penalized for that. This means if you put $6,000 into your IRA, your Roth IRA as a contribution last year, and it made $1,000 or so, you could actually just take out the 6,000 if you need to, or take out 1,000, but you could not take more than the 6,000 because you'd be dipping into the actual gains of the money. But the contribution itself, the 6,000, you can take out at any time. Just remember that you don't want to treat your Roth IRA like a checking account because that defeats the whole purpose. Number 6, you shouldn't take out the earnings early. Okay, so think of my previous example where you made a deposit or a contribution of $6,000 last year and it grew to $7,000 or $8,000 or $9,000, whatever. You do not want to take out the excess of the $6,000 because the earnings is what's going to be taxed, especially if you're under retirement age, which is 59.5. If you're over 59.5 and your Roth IRA is more than 5 years old, you are fine. You are free and clear to take the earnings out, the contributions out, and not pay any taxes. That is the main benefit of a Roth IRA, is the tax-free nature of it. This is especially helpful for people who right now are in an income bracket that they see is going to grow higher and higher, and they are concerned about having to pay more taxes in the future. If this video was helpful for you, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the page, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. When it comes to things like Roth IRAs or anything tax related, be sure to always check the IRS website and along with your CPA, your tax professional, so that you are getting the most up-to-date information. And until next time, stay present.